Hello everyone and welcome back to Ledesia. Today we are here with a brand new resident. Oh, and she is so cute. I am so happy to have her. She is a viewer submitted sim. Her name is Pippa Sherwood, and she is going to be our new general practitioner, aka our new doctor. She specializes in pediatrics too, which is going to be very good because if you recall, we have a zombie baby that we really need to get looked at. The poor little Janet Lusher, we're gonna have to go check on her in a little bit. But yes, this is Pippa Sherwood. She's brand new. She's so cute. I just can't get over how adorable she is. I had to kind of tweak her hair and her outfit a little bit because the CC didn't come through, but her face, I mean, let's look at that face again. Oh, I can't wait until these sims start having babies, if these sims have babies. Pippa came with a really fun backstory, actually. I'm pretty happy to have. I love it when people like send in traits and backstories to the sims. It's really nice. Let's see. Hem. Meet Pippa, the cutest doctor you will ever meet. After suffering a rare disease as a child with no medical help, she made it her goal in life to do all she can to save others from the experience. Eventually, her body grew stronger and eventually immune as she got older, and by the time she hit college, the only itch she had left was for knowledge. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah. Was for knowledge and saving others from the same experience. Although she isn't the brightest bulb in the chandelier in everyday life, she means well and certainly knows what she is doing when it comes to biology. Pip does her job like no other and has never made a wrong call in a diagnosis, which is absolutely amazing. But she is so cute. I actually moved her in, to the Diatom Apartments. So she is going to be the next door neighbor of our adorable Caleb Sulfur, who is so cute and has his alien, probably girlfriend. I imagine he'll probably ask her to go study, since they were practically jumping into bed together. Goodness me. But yeah, Pippa is going to move into the middle apartment here. So in this behind the scenes episode, we're going to learn a little bit more about her, and we're going to set up her apartment so that it's habitable and ready for occupation. I just need to remember that, let's see, a good chunk of this, so 20,000 of it is hers. So gotta spend no more than 20,000. That's the goal. Also, just some more of her traits real fast so that we know just who Pippa is. She's nurturing. She loves children. There's actually a little description for each trait too, which I love. Her ability to build a rapport with her young patients is unmatched, and a trip to the doctor can turn into a manageable experience when the kids hear they are getting the nice one this time. She loves kids, adores everything about them, but can't really see herself raising her own. This has led her to being a fully qualified pediatric physician, which remains her main practice, though she will do plain old GP work when she is called upon. So she is a nurturing sim, who's also a bookworm. Her favorite books are actually horror novels, like Stephen King is her favorite author, which I thought was adorable. I can see her in that cute little sweater, snuggled up in a nice comfy chair reading horror novels to herself. That would be absolutely adorable. She is also a hopeless romantic. She had quite the fling in college with a young man from France. It turned out he was only interested in her and wanted to marry her for his visa. It ended very, very tragically, and she's beginning to wonder if she prefers the idea of a whirlwind romance rather than the actual humdrum day-to-day reality of falling in love. And then there's also the fact that she's a good natural cook. She actually adores fruit. She considered becoming a fruitarian. She loves salad, organic fruit salad, mango, Asian cuisine, gelato. I have a feeling she's going to be shopping a lot over at Sprouted because that's exactly the kind of stuff that Natalie Greenheart sells. She's also very friendly. She comes from a small coastal town called Tiam. She spent a lot of time on the beach and at the park playing with her neighbors and meeting everyone. That's just how she does things. She just is very friendly. Oh, and also she loves birds, sunset colors, reading, and antiques. So this is Pippa Sherwood, and I'm very happy to have her. So today we are going to spend a little bit of time, real quick, decorating her apartment and just kind of chit-chatting about what goes down in Ledesia. So let's see, we'll put her bedroom up here. Kind of like a nice office study thing here maybe. Here will be where she'll have her kitchen. So let's get started. Oops. Next 2 grid spots. There we go. Gotta move these bushes out of her wall. That's step number 1. But yeah, I'm really excited to have her. I need to go in and fix up Heart Clinic so that it doesn't have any more of the broken objects, since it is left over from when I had the custom content crash, the great custom content crash of summer 2013. So I need to go in and work on Heart Clinic. That's going to be one of my goals. Let's see. Pippa, I think that you want some different colors on these walls. She's really fun. So I'm thinking once we get the clinic up and running, you can't really bring babies to the clinic though. So I think she's going to make a house call. We'll do that. She'll make a house call over to the Lushers so that she can check on that baby. That very concerning baby with a mysterious disease. And I'll say once baby Janet, ooh, this is actually really nice. Kind of has a nice antique feel to it. Maybe we'll swap the flooring out. We'll see, we'll see. Now that it's like taking up the whole room, I'm not sure if I like it that much. It's like, no, no. Okay, maybe we'll just, I don't know, it's not bright enough in here. I'm just not feeling that it's bright enough in here for Pippa. And she's got enough money that she could totally like redo things if she wanted to. Oh, that's kind of nice. I don't know, let's start with furniture. I try to build fast, you guys know me. But yeah, so I'm thinking she's going to make a house call to check on baby Janet. And baby Janet is probably going to maintain her mysterious disease until she hits toddlerhood. And when she becomes a toddler, then the disease will go away, her skin will return to normal. And the only side effect that's going to be a lingering side effect is that she is going to have immunity to the zombie virus, which I'm going to have to investigate some more. I'm pretty sure that is indeed... ooh, it says antiques. Maybe she has a passion for Oriental antiques. I could totally see her doing that. Yeah. This is kind of African style right here, though. But maybe it's just like world antiques that Pippa... Why do I keep saying Pippa? That Pippa enjoys. So let's try that out. Let's just kind of poke at some things, see what comes out. Zen dining doesn't really match. But I could see her trying to make it match. We'll leave that chair there as a consideration. But yeah, so that's going to be baby Janet. And we're going to keep an eye on her. So actually that might be the next place we go, is to go check on baby Janet by bringing the good doctor over. So that she can kind of like check her over and be like, no, everything's okay. Oh yeah, those chairs match. That's cute. I like that. Hey, hey. That's right. You get sold. There we go. So there we go. Yeah, I think, whoops. I can't drive the buttons. There we go. No! Why can I not drive my mouse today? There, so that kind of gives me an idea of where I can start thinking about drawing some colors and things from. Would she have the dining set downstairs? I'm pretty sure. But it just always feels so awkward when the first thing people walk into in your apartment is the kitchen. It's like, well, hi guys. Also, there's no bathroom. I just realized I don't have a bathroom here. All right, we're gonna have to add one. I think we'll add one like right here. I forgot when I was building this apartment that we needed to add bathrooms. Oh well. There we go. So yeah, baby Janet is going to be immune to the zombie virus. If the zombie virus is going to show up in the future, I'm not sure. We're just gonna have to kind of wait and see. Like if it's going to be a big thing in Ledesia that we have to worry about, or if it's just going to be something far away. But I am pretty darn sure that is where baby Janet's parents went. They somehow contracted the zombie virus and they became zombies. And that's why she became suddenly an orphan, and they just found her, and social services contacted her uncle and was like, you want to adopt the baby? So yeah, baby Janet already has a very complicated, interesting story, which is fun because I also love her adopted sister Cinnamon, and Noma actually, who is still sick with food poisoning. Do not let that child eat anything with like berries in it. She is just allergic to berries, which is the most tragic thing I have ever heard in my entire life. Let's see, so yeah, and we'll put the kitchen over here. Put a door there. And you know what else I think we're gonna do for Pippa today is I think we're gonna have her adopt a cat. Because I'm thinking that the good doctor needs to have a cat. Since I love them kitty cats. Let's see. Where is a door that we can put inside? You? Yeah, there we go. Now we just need the right color. Black door. There! Much better. So we'll get that set up in just a second. I think Yeah, I think the downstairs is just gonna kind of be like a decorative spot and the dining area. There we go. And then over here is gonna be... It's just so awkward. It's like the very first thing you see is the kitchen. It's like, well then. And it's, But I mean, it worked over here. So we're just gonna have to figure out a way to make it work over here. Maybe by pushing the table and chairs all the way over here. I don't know, I kind of want like some space. Have to have a little bit of room. All right, we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. I'm not too worried. Okay. But yeah, so we'll have the good doctor visit the Lushers and check in on our little zombie baby. Because she is definitely quite the interesting little tyke. I think just some... yeah. There we go. Just some nice, high quality stuff because she's a very good doctor and can afford it. Though I have to keep an eye on the money because actually she probably can't afford it as much as I think she can. And suddenly we're going to be tapping in to poor Caleb's funds. And yeah, I think we're going to adopt her a cat. Like, right off the bat. Okay, we're going to change the color of the walls real quick. Yeah, this is one of the behind the scenes sort of stuff, guys, where I just kind of keep poking things until I'm content with what comes out. I really don't want the kitchen down here, actually. Isn't that crazy? I just don't want the kitchen down here. That doesn't make any sense. I want the kitchen like not in a super visible spot. I don't want people to walk in and the first thing they see is the kitchen. So you know what? That's just the way life is. We're gonna switch it up. The kitchen's gonna be on the second story. That's kind of crazy. I know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just jumping straight off the deep end, but that is just the way that this is gonna be. There we go. There. I feel better already. I can't have the kitchen be the very first thing people see. It just doesn't, I just can't do it for some reason. That's okay. I need to just stop questioning it and roll with it, huh? Alright, and we'll get her house laid out. But this should be fun, and I'm gonna try to figure out some sort of really fun way, I say this kind of morbidly, some sort of really fun way to add diseases into Ledesia. So people can go into the clinic and they can maybe be given a random disease. So next time I play them, they have to act that disease out. It could be something as simple as the cold or the flu. I already have ACR, so ACR will handle the big surprises, like a surprise pregnancy or things like that on its own. Could be smallpox. It could be smallpox, and then if we go like onto community law and that sim is there, not smallpox. What am I saying? I meant chickenpox. Oh my gosh. Not smallpox. Wow, no, we're not giving our sim smallpox. Never mind. That's not what I meant. Oh dear. I really need to make sure I'm not mixing up my poxes. That could really end horrifically. Like horrifically. Ooh. What are you? I do like a carpet. A really fancy carpet. Fancy carpet. Alright. I've got an idea. Put fancy carpet like right here. Yeah? And then we'll surround it with blue. Only not blue with spots. Not blue with spots, I said. Just normal blue. There we go. That's nice and bright. Kind of more cheerful. And then let's make these walls brighter. White? Off-white? I don't know. Now, one of the fun things about having a new sim, though, is also trying to give them enough space that as you play them, their personality comes out and just things about them come out. Oops, we missed a wall. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think we might make the little carpet smaller. Like that. There we go. We can put some couches down next to that. Yeah, this is much better than having a kitchen down here. I just couldn't do it, guys. I was trying, and I just couldn't force it. But alright, time to go super fast. Let's see if I can get this done really quickly, because I don't like dragging my feet when it comes to decorating stuff. So we have been introduced to Pippa. We know what she likes, how she ticks. Ooh, those are really nice bookshelves. Let's get her a nice comfy chair, really nice, beautiful comfy chair to sit here in the corner so she can read her horror books. You know, we don't have a bookstore yet either. We do have a library though. I need to go in and kind of spruce it up a little bit. Ooh, that's really cute, actually. Up, up, up. No, I'm missing my thing. Bull prop, 45-degree angle true thing. I'll fix that in just a second. That's a cute chair. Okay. There we go. Let's get some matching couches out. Boom. Oh, there we go. Okay. 1 second. One of these days I will actually go through the process of editing my startup file. Defaults. There. Now we have nice comfy chair here in the corner, which means that we need a nice lamp, of course, to help with that. So where's nice lamp? Ooh, that's a cool lamp! Yeah, there we go. Alright, Pippa. And it'll be nice. We'll let her just kind of meet and greet different Sims pretty soon. What are you intersecting? That's very odd. And you know, hardcore Simmers, that's just kind of the way this game goes too. You play for a long time and sometimes there's really weird things and you're like, I don't understand what you're doing, game. But you just learn to accept it. You just learn to kind of roll with all the quirks that get thrown at you. Oh, that's a cute couch. What are you having trouble with over here? That is so odd. Does that help? Well, there's some sort of mysterious object hanging out over there. I remember that. No, not that couch. I don't want that couch. Oh, I like this couch. Do we have a bigger version of this couch? We can do like, boom, there's that couch. Oh, they're expensive. There is a bigger version though. There we go. It looks kind of like a office, like a waiting room at the clinic. That's kind of funny. That's kind of cute that she would have her house almost duplicate the way that she would expect her nice office to look. Let's see, so we could put this here. I kind of want like a big coffee table right here where we can put magazines and things like that. Like I said, she's just kind of got the office feel here. Ooh, that's nice. Why are there cigars there? I don't want cigars on it. I don't think that she would be anywhere close to being any kind of smoker. Let's see. That's a really pretty table, actually. Maybe we'll use that one. I think this one... Yeah, why not? It could be like an antique from the 60s or something, and that's one of the big reasons she has it. Alright, now we need to be more careful on funds, because the good doctor may have quite a bit to help get her started, but that doesn't mean that she's got endless amounts. Which reminds me, we need a secondary bathroom. Let's have a master bathroom up here. In fact, if we can, I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, there we go. So master bathroom right here. Kind of makes her room a little bit smaller, but that's okay. It's still a huge room. And then, what should we put in here real fast? Make it more colorful, maybe? We could just have opposing colors like that. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. We'll have the good doctor meet with the Lusher family so they can kind of check out what's going on with their newest addition. That's going to be very interesting because Lavender is no longer the youngest. She got upstaged. I wonder how Lavender's going to react. I mean, she's just a toddler, so she probably won't react too much to having a new baby in the family. That looks like an adorable closet. I'm almost tempted to turn that into a quote closet if somebody, like if our guest didn't need somewhere to pee. Let's see, and Pippa, she might have to save up some money for more home renovations. But I'm really happy with her apartment. This whole place turned out really cute. That is the result of me just not thinking too hard about... oh. True. There we go. There! And next up, we're gonna get the bathroom decked out. Hi, Pippa. I have been using like this this shower tub combo in every place that I've decorated so far, but I can't help it because it's adorable. I just love it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Let's see, and then we'll put the toilet right here. Very tight. Actually, I don't think we need a tub because there's not enough room. Not enough room, I'm sorry. No tub for you. Put that there. Put the sink. Let's see, where's a good sink? That's actually really cute. We'll put that right there. Kind of a little mod feeling. We don't need an antique toilet. That's just something that's not necessary in life. What? Can't intercept other objects. There has to be a way around that. This is where you get creative with using your cheats. I think that'll be fine. I think she can use that with no problem. We'll figure it out pretty soon. Alright, bedroom. I think she's gonna have to save up some money because we're down to 7,000. She's gonna have to save up some money in order to afford repainting and recarpeting her bedroom. That's totally fine. Let's see. Get this good doctor settled in. Ooh, she should have like some sort of really fun antique bed, like one of the ones that I don't get to use very often. Let's see. There's some kooky ones too. Let's see that. That's beautiful. Very expensive, but it's drop dead gorgeous. I think she's gonna have that because she's a romantic at heart, and that is one heck of a romantic bed. The lighter color. And of course it would be an Adele piece. Adele is such an amazing creator. Her work is still so inspirational, even though it's been a long time, I think, since she's been in the community. And we'll stick with that for now. Maybe the purple. No? Yeah, we'll just stick with that for now. Man, that's fancy. This bedroom is gonna have to step it up to like equal what the bed is. Jeez. That's an art piece in itself. It could go in a museum. And then... what is that? No, that's like a filing cabinet. That's cute. Little antique wardrobe there. There we go. She's kind of, yeah, we're figuring this out. We're figuring this out. Alright, only 3,000 left. We still need some counters. The good doctor is going to have to go to work and save up some money in order to finish decorating her house. But I like that because it means that when you come back to your Sims after a while, you really have a sense that they had to earn what they currently have. So I have no problem with making it a little harder for my Sims. Yeah, there we go. Look at how cute that is. What a cute little kitchen. All those little drawers. And we'll fix a few things. Like we need a plant. There's a lack of a plant here. We need a dishwasher. Can we afford a dishwasher? That's like an essential in my opinion. Yeah, we can afford the dishwasher. And we'll put a plant right there, because definitely need a plant. We need lots more plants, but we're just gonna have to be patient with what we have got. An orchid? Yeah! Except we should do like a fancy pot. This is fun. I actually want to make, like, the antique thing is totally getting me now. I actually want to make like a little antique shop that she goes and shops in, like over on the mainland now. So if anyone wants to send in a sim that runs an antique shop, there you go. They wouldn't live in Ledesia, but that means they, you know, they wouldn't have, ooh, green orchid. Yep. Exotic. Rare. Don't know actually if it's that rare, but I think it's cool. There you go. Alright. There, that wasn't so hard. Now we've got enough left over for some more of the essentials. Ooh, we could do like antique-y sort of lamps. Just need to find some. How fun! Like how fun! Ooh, doo -doo -doo -doo. That's definitely an antique-y sort of lamp. I don't know if it matches. Well, we've got. Oh, hey, that matches. In fact, I think it's part of the same set. Bolts. There we go. There. kind of have that going on. True. Don't know if I want these. Yeah, there. That's actually pretty nice. I like that. So you can be on the wall, and you can be on the wall. And whoops. You're welcome on the wall. And now we're really starting to run low on funds. Gotta be very careful. Let's put like a fancy antique lamp on a bedside table. A really fancy one. Let's see if we have a couple more Adele pieces that we could use. No. No. Sometimes when you're like playing with themes and you throw two things next to each other in this game, it's just amazing at how diverse the themes can feel. You're like, whoa. And we're gonna play around with this a little bit more. Some of these things may not be... Well, that's definitely antique. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, I'm almost tempted to like do some sort of weird Roman theme in here now. Oh, that's too awesome. I'm gonna roll with that. Like, it could be just her romantic getaway, and people who come into her bedroom are just blown away. They're like, whoa. Had no clue. Had no clue, Pippa, that you were into such things. Fancy lamp. What would an antique Romany looking modern-y lamp even look like? We'll just go with that weird thing. I'm sure it's like a candle at night. There we go. Alright, we're hitting the bottom barrel of what we've got left to spend. So we're just gonna kind of sprinkle a few of these nice lights around. And there we go. We've got enough left over for the phone. Boom. Put the phone up here. In fact, we'll sell you and put the phone over here. Because the good doctor needs a cell phone and she needs to always be able to be contacted in case the people of Ledesia have need of her. So there we are, guys. There's Pippa's house. All decorated. Not fully decorated, but that's okay. She needs to earn more funds and then it'll be alright. And there she is. There's the cutie patootie. So next time we see her, she's going to be going around town, visiting the Lushers. And if she has some extra time, then she might even pop over to a park so that she can start meeting and greeting people here in Ledesia. Because as all good family sims are, she wants to fall in love. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. We'll be back here for more adventures in Ledesia, and we'll see how Pippa and her, well, I guess flatmate, apartment neighbor, Caleb, get along, because Caleb's story is just getting more and more interesting too. Alright guys, we'll see you back here for more adventures next time. Stay curious!